As Bihar gears up for the grand assembly elections, the crowds that are gathering to hear the RJD chief and the Mahagathbandhan's chief ministerial candidate Tejashwi Yadav at his rallies has certainly become a talking point. Over the last few weeks, Tejashwi Yadav's popularity has really seen a spike. And even the latest Lokniti CSDS opinion poll suggests that 27% of respondents in Bihar want to see Tejashwi Yadav as their next chief minister. Now, even as Tejashwi Yadav races ahead, we are going to give you a small flashback into his career in the short span. Born on November 9, 1989, Tejashwi Yadav is the second son of the former chief ministers of Bihar, Lalu Prasad Yadav and Rabri Devi. In fact, apart from having a short stint in politics, Tejashwi Yadav was also a former cricketer. Tejashwi Yadav becomes the youngest leader of opposition. In fact, when he was 26, he took oath as the Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar. Tejashwi Yadav won his first election from Raghopur constituency in Vaishali district, which is the constituency that his mother lost in the polls prior to that. And Tejashwi Yadav took over on his 26th birthday in 2015. Before starting his so far successful career in politics, Tejashwi Yadav was a cricketer. In fact, Tejashwi Yadav played a few games from the Jharkhand state team, including in the Ranji Trophy, and was also part of the Delhi Daredevils for 4 seasons, the IPL seasons, all the way from 2008 to 2012. But he never got a chance to take the field. Now, if there's one place that Tejashwi Yadav tasted less success than cricket, that's his academics. The Yadav scion dropped out of school in class 9, while his lack of academic qualification led to some murmurs when he was sworn in as the Deputy Chief Minister. His supporters were quick to justify that many sportspersons leave academics to concentrate full-time on their game. Now, Tejashwi Yadav's political start hasn't been too easy. At the age of 14 itself, he was accused of corruption. In fact, even today, his father, Lalu Prasad Yadav, is still in prison facing corruption charges. The IRCTC case, which the CBI probed into, eventually led to the downfall of the RJD-JDS government in 2017, and that dates back to when Tejashwi was just 14 years. And according to the CBI, Lalu Prasad Yadav was the railway minister then, reportedly gave contracts to maintain railway hotels in return for land in Patna. And now when these allegations come back to haunt him, Tejashwi Yadav defends himself. How could he possibly be a criminal at the age of 13 and 14 when he didn't even have a moustache? Well, Tejashwi Yadav's political career has indeed been quite eventful. In fact, an interesting anecdote here. Back in October 2016, when Tejashwi, as the Bihar's road and construction minister, shared a WhatsApp number for people to report potholes so the government could fix them. What he eventually received instead was apparently 44,000 marriage proposals. Now, with Bihar polls fast approaching, all eyes are on Tejashwi Yadav. He's whipped up a sharp campaign here, but is that good enough to beat the very powerful, the popular Nitish Kumar? That remains to be seen.